Hello, everyone. This is Coach Toyin. Welcome to Quantum Leap. I'm here in downtown Aurora, so we're broadcasting live. So, welcome from around the world, and also to our local guests on the TV show. I want to welcome you as well. Today, I'm going to dive into what I call emotional power and emotional resilience to help you grow your passion for sales. Sales is one of the most powerful skills anyone can develop. It's also probably the most difficult one. The reason is because sales actually comes from self-identity. It's deeply rooted in who you believe you are and the passion you have to present, right? To present what you have to offer the world. So sales is 100% built on you, right? It's really the transfer of what we call energetics, the beliefs, how you can help people believe in themselves, how you can then also transfer emotions and feelings, and then the product and services is really the physical embodiment, the physical presentation of a solution. But first, people have to actually believe in the solution before they buy the products and services. So I want you to realize that is that belief comes before sales, is that there's conversation around, okay, what's the meaning behind the product and services? Why do I need to invest in it? There's so many intangibles, right? Many times people want transactions on the surface, but beneath that transaction is really all the energetics, the human connectivity. We connect heart to heart and then mind to mind, the conversations that have to happen, all to help people unlock belief. And belief is really activated desire, right? Is that belief guides you to the end solution. It guides you to a destination. It guides you to where you want to go. So you have to be able to see it in your mind. You have to be able to understand, right, what journey you are being led on, so that you can decide, right? Beliefs helps us make decisions on whether we want to participate in the story being presented. Previous episodes, I've also talked about tell stories that sell, because stories help us see what journey we're going on, and it also sees the beginning of the story, the middle of the story, and then the conclusion, right, of that story. And when you connect storytelling to sales, you realize that many people want to skip all of the storytelling and they just want to go to the conclusion and say, buy my products, buy my services, right? That's the message out there. Buy my products, buy my services. But the questions on people's mind is why, right? You have to present a story that makes this destination worth it. Why should I go on this journey, right? The who, what, where, when, how. Who is going on this journey with us? Who has gone on this journey before? Who have you taken on that journey before? So we crave stories. We crave this desire. Our desire for stories is also part of what we invest in, part of what we buy. And so for you to be a great salesperson, you have to understand the power of stories. And it also comes with your own story, your own inner beliefs, right? Why are you doing what you're doing? And why do you believe you're the best person to present what you're presenting, right? And then the skills that you have, your own history, your own passion, it comes out in your ability to be able to sell. So it's this idea when I talk about the equation, passion sells, desire buys. Passion, your own passion of what story you carry and what you believe you can do for people and the journey you have gone on, and you believe other people can come along on that journey with you. That's what people are interested in hearing, is not just your products and services, but what can the products do for them? What journey would it take them on? Why should they invest in it? Who do they become on that journey? And is this a journey they want to go on? So emotional power then comes from your own belief and your ability to embody the type of emotions and feelings that when you transfer it, it's what people need to feel. So you have to feel, right? First, you have to feel and you have to have emotion. You have to be passionate about what it is you are producing or what it is you want to sell or what it is you want to do for other people. That's your own investment. You have to invest in yourself and develop yourself. You have to do a lot of inner work, enough that you have clarity about why you're doing what you're doing, who you're doing it for, right? And why this is what's your time and why you believe other people need to go on that journey with you. So your own passion is the first key. Many times people wonder, like, why are they not passionate about my product? Why are they not listening to me? Well, the question is, look in the mirror. Are you passionate? Do you believe in your products and services? Because that's where the wealth comes from, your inner wealth that you invest in producing. Why have you gone on that journey? Why are you selling this product and services? What do you believe it can contribute to the world? You have to do that inner work. When people skip that process, nobody listens, nobody pays attention, because your magnetism, your aura is based on your own emotions, the emotions you embody, the feelings that you have, because your feelings is the exposure of your belief system, right? And then your emotion is you have already experienced your own product and services, and you believe you can transfer that experience to other people. So for example, if you cook food, I'm just using this analogy, and you taste the food and you go, this is good, and you're ready to share it with the world, how would you transfer beliefs? How would you sell that? You're going to go, you've got to try this. Listen, this meal is delicious. Even before they taste it, right? Because you have tasted it. They are like, oh, this food is good. Your ability to express excitement, right, based on your own experience, you're like, everybody needs to try this food. That's your campaign. That's your invitation. I've tried it. It's delicious. And I think if you try it as well, you're going to be satisfied beyond. You're going to enjoy it so much. Just try it. Just try it. So why is this important? You as a salesperson needs to have flavor, affinity. You have to have some form of emotional taste, right? For you to be a great salesperson. If you don't believe in what you're selling, I say find something else, because your own passion, your own power must be used to drive you. And when you are driven to a place of passion, then you can invite people to go on that journey, to equally explore, participate, become part of what it is that you've experienced, and you're saying, everybody needs to try this. Everybody needs to experience this. This is going to be a game changer for you. Your ability to tell that story in a believable way, it's because you have gone on that journey and you're going, listen, there's nothing better than this. Right? That you can say that because you believe it. And then you're inviting people to say, explore this, believe this, and test this out. Now, let me just share a few things that, as I teach entrepreneurs, some of the work that entrepreneurs need to do to help them get to this place that I just presented is this idea that what's going on inside you, you've got to get a handle of it for you to be a great salesperson. And so the number one thing that I've seen people go through, and this is why you need resilience, emotional power and emotional resilience, your ability to keep coming back with your own story to override any opposing story, right? You have to have that as well. So the first one is this concept of self-doubt. And most of the time, it's not necessarily about the product or services that entrepreneurs have doubts about. It's usually something deep rooted in their identity, probably childhood, life experiences that may have made them start doubting themselves. Because when it's time to build wealth creation, entrepreneurship, you have to change internally. This is inner work, inner wealth activation, is that you have to become a person that believes in yourself if you want other people to believe in you. So any other story, any back-end story from your past, wherever it's come from, you have to start with dealing with those stories so that you can gain your power over those stories. You have to gain power over self-doubt, right? You have to become someone that does not doubt themselves. Let me put it as plainly as that. So when people have a background or history of not being confident in their own voice, not being confident to tell their own story, because this is part of self-expression. Sales is self-expression. You have to speak, you have to express yourself with emotions, with feelings, with all of you. And so any form of suppression, should I say emotional suppression, that people may have experienced from their past, it gets in the way of sales, right? It gets in the way of sales. So there's a lot of inner work for people to become someone that is confident in how they speak, how they express themselves, developing communication skills. That inner work is what I encourage my students to go on, because it translates to ability to sell and grow your business. Is that who you are, what you believe, how you express yourself is what the world experiences, and they assess and they make a decision based on what you're presenting. So people can read and assess how you're presenting yourself. And so if you're not presenting yourself as a confident person, as someone who is passionate, positively passionate about what they believe, you also have to come from outside of yourself. So this is another step forward for entrepreneurs. Is if people only think about themselves, they cannot sell, right? When people are only into themselves, me, you are not able to sell, because the world out there, you have to bring products that is about solving for other people. So sales requires us to be solution provider, right? Solution oriented. You are being resourced and paid. You're going to be paid for what you can do for other people, for what you can resolve. That's the point of sales, your contribution, your positive contribution to other people's journey. So when people tend to be self-absorbed, I'll be as direct as possible. When you encounter people who only focus on their own needs, they are not going to be able to do this work properly, because you have to resolve your own reality, and then you actually have to think about other people's journey, other people's desires, right? What other people are craving for, and your ability to present solutions that enables them to achieve it better, faster, cheaper, unlocking right solutions for other people is really the job of sales. So in order for people to be consistent with sales, I always encourage people, deal with your inner stuff. Like, face yourself, face what's going on inside you, do that work quickly, because the world is waiting for you to bring your solutions to the world, right? So inner work, eliminating self-doubt, becoming self-confident, becoming more vulnerable, right? Also, belief, the sense of belief is this activation of desire. You also need to have clarity about what you want, clarity about what other people want, and then clarity about the opportunities for the transaction, the exchange. You have to believe that the value you're carrying, the things that you've presented, commands the value, and you have to believe that it carries the value for the pricing, right? You also need to check on your inner narrative, the stories you're telling yourself, about the world, and about other people. That also can support you in selling positive stories about you, positive stories about other people. That attracts other people. That's attractive. Positive stories about your product and services. Positive stories helps you to also answer questions and remove barriers, right? So your ability to actually see the world through a positive lens is one of the enablers of sales, right? Because if you doubt yourself, if you doubt other people, if you doubt the world, then only people want to buy doubts will come. But people want to buy hope. People want to buy positivity. Everybody believes in love and joy and the higher higher emotions, and that is where sales happen. Sales happen in the zone of high elevated emotions. When we say high frequency, is that your ability to tell people that, to lift the spirit of other people from where they are to where they could be, to give them hope, to give them clarity, to give them knowledge, and then to say these products and services will actually enable more opportunities for you. And if they want the opportunities, then desire is unlocked within them, right? So for you you have to be able to tell that positive story. So it means you must carry positivity. You have to carry positive stories, and you have to be energetic with positivity to transfer that to other people. And so when people don't have that, they wonder why people are not selling. I'm saying you need to do inner work. You need to work on yourself so that you believe the right things, and because you're going to transfer the right things to other people. Also, knowledge, right? You need to expand your knowledge about the world, about psychology, about emotional intelligence, right? Not just yours, but others as well. One of the things I tell my students is that if you master yourself, you're actually going to use the same tools to listen to other people, to empathize with other people, to serve other people, because the same way you treat yourself in a way, you use that same mindset to engage with other people. So working on self-love is important, because if you want to transfer care and nurturing, when you say nurture your prospects, right, is that you have to care enough to keep showing up on behalf of the world, right? You have to care enough to keep bringing insights to the world. And so resilience is your ability as well to nurture yourself internally so that you can nurture other people, right? Nurture yourself so that you can nurture other people. You are going to build resilience that way. So you need to develop the skills that allows you to nurture yourself. So finding things that you enjoy doing, finding things that you're passionate about. It's always good to be passionate about your work. That way to nurture you as you're serving others as well. But you need to find outlets for you as well that brings you joy, right? Also skills. You need to learn psychology. You need to learn emotional intelligence. You need to really understand how other people feel, how they express themselves. You can also help support them in being able to see, right, what they may not be able to see. This is what I call customer blind spot, is that oftentimes when you are trying to sell products and services, sometimes they may not have full clarity on what the issues are, right? It's this idea that if people have a toothache, okay, that means they already have sensitivity to the struggle, right? And so when they have sensitivity to the struggle, what it means is they may also have activated desire to remove the pain. When people don't have sensitivity to a struggle, when people feel everything is okay, if you offer them a solution, the question is solution to what? So that question of what is this solving, it means you may have to take them on a journey to explain what they are struggling with that may even not be in their view, right? Or maybe they're trying to achieve something, but they've not been able to achieve it. But they may not be aware that what you need to achieve it is this tool, is this knowledge. So your ability to tell a story that says something like, if you're trying to achieve this and you've not been able to achieve it, you've been seeing something else, it's not been working out, well, this is the reason why you've not seen the results you want. That alone gets people's attention. So you are talking to their attempts to resolve, because many people, right, DIY, many people want to bring their hands, they want to do things themselves, and that's fantastic. But if they're trying to do it themselves and they're struggling, but they don't know why they're struggling, your ability to tell the story of why will get their attention. Oh, okay, in order to do this that I've been trying to do and I've been struggling, oh, this would remove the struggle. This would help me do it better. Oh, interesting. That gets the attention, because now you're saying what it is you're already trying to do, there's a better solution and a better guide. You can be a guide that says, this is how you do it. These are the tools you need to do it. And so your ability to have a knowledge of what your prospects are doing or trying to achieve, what they may be struggling with, but they may not have the language to express. Because once you understand and have a language to express the struggle, you can start searching for a solution. But many people are not looking for solutions simply because they don't know what the struggle is. They're attempting things, but they don't have language around what is stopping them from achieving that goal. So your ability to uncover, right, to uncover what they cannot see, what they cannot put their hands around, but is there, right? The intangibilities of the energetic space is your ability to put words around their experience, what they are currently experiencing, your ability to put words to help them gain better clarity of what the struggle is about. That is one of the ways to sell and build trust, because that means you fully understand the current condition that they are in, and they can trust you to say, okay, if you understand what I'm going through and you've been able to express it, okay, what do we do about this now? Okay, so when people can arrive and say, okay, thank you for helping me understand the struggle, give clarity. Okay, what do I do to remove the struggle? So many times again, people want to sell, but you have to take time out to really use words to help people comprehend the world they are living in as well. So knowledge around that is important. The skills of connecting with other people, networking, human connectivity, communication, patience, all of this human part of us. We all have to learn how to be human, right? How to love, how to care, how to listen, how to be patient, how to humble, right? Because it's almost like a lost art, right? Where everybody just wants results. Everybody is used to, buy this, buy now. But that's not working. It's not working because people have heard that enough. People are like, listen, do you care? Can I trust you? Do you understand me? This is not a quick sale. You've got to come into the world that I'm living in and help me understand my world before you drive me into your world. So there's a lot of work there. Also, how you introduce yourself, your identity, who are you, and then also helping other people gain their own identity back, because that's what's going on in the world, is that people are struggling with just finding peace within themselves. Everybody's like everywhere. But part of this patience is that you actually also can help people gain some form of hold on their own reality. Helping them feel in control it would really help you in sales, because for them to transact, only people who have been brought to a place of calm and peace can actually think about, money transaction. So many times, the world of content, people are putting a lot of content out there, but they're not helping people come to a place of self-empowerment where they are empowered to take action in the direction you're trying to get them to. So that's something to also watch out for. Are you the best person? Do you have the best solution? What's different from your solution to what they've seen out there? Your ability to explain that. What tools do you have? On and on. So you realize that sales actually requires us to do so much more work within ourselves. That way we can serve the world better, and we can invite other people into a reality. In my school, I call it up and up, right? Where you're literally helping people create a better life for themselves. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Quantum Leap. Check out more information on my social pages and also in my school, Umesiri.academy. I have tons of tools that would be a game changer for you there. Thank you. See you again next week. Bye for now.